Hey everybody, Jeffrey here with Max Height Web Solutions, and in this video we're going to do a detailed dive, as promised, into each of the tabs of the Thrive Theme Builder Startup Wizard. So you should already have Thrive themes installed on your WordPress website, and you should be ready to do a detailed look into each of those tabs of the Startup Wizard. Let's dive right in, and I'll walk you through it. Welcome to the Theme Builder Wizard. So we are in the wizard that's going to allow us to edit our theme. We're not working on content yet. We're not uploading content. We're not putting text in or pictures and videos and so forth. We're just editing the frame around our website and making some choices about that. And the first choice we make is a logo. Do we have a logo? Hopefully you've already created a logo or you have one created. If you do, then you're going to click on the logo tab and you're going to upload your logo. So we go to that takes us to upload images in the media library. We click select files. We're going to navigate to the logo, whatever logo you created on your computer. So I'm going to upload this logo. I think it's this one. So we're going to upload that and see what that looks like. That looks like the logo I want. So I'm going to select that and say select. And there it is. That is the logo I wanted. And now I'm going to choose that and continue, which will take me to the next level, which is the header image. I have a lot of header options I can choose from. The first one it shows me is called 01 logo menu call to action. So that's just the name of this header up here is basically what it has in it. And that is a logo, a menu, and a call to action. You see these nav1, nav2, nav3, nav4. Those are just placeholders for what will be our menu buttons later. But right now, we're just thinking about choosing a header template. If we drop down this menu here, we see all of the different templates for headers. And we can make several decisions here based on what we want to do with our header. And we can always make changes later. So we're not stuck committing to a difficult process of changing this header in and out. So we can pick anything we want. Let's say we want something like our logo in the middle and then a menu below it with our social media over to the left and a call to action to the right. We could pick that if we wanted. Or here's one with the logo in the middle, menu below it, social media off to the left but raised, and a call to action off to the right but raised, and then some other widget over there as well. So just for purposes of brevity, let's go ahead and select this one. And it will make the change, and there it is. Now I'm going to say choose and continue because I've selected my header, and now I move on to the next tab, which is selecting my footer. And if you don't want to show this again, this quick tip to tell you you can change this out because of the drop-down menu, just click this, don't show this again, and you don't have to be bothered by it. So now I'm choosing a template for my footer, and this is the default template they gave me, which has several columns of information, some useful links here, categories here, contact information here, social media here, and then a copyright at the bottom. Let's say I want to change that. The name of that footer template is called simply 01 columns. If I pull this down, we see all of the footer templates that we have to choose from. And Thrive is going to keep adding to these templates. So you can be assured that Thrive is going to keep expanding the resources that you have, the tools that you have to work with in building out your website. So this is kind of cool. It has a little kind of black and white faded background image here and a logo and some information, a search bar. And again, I can edit all of this. I might want something as simple as just copyright information at the bottom. So let's see, or I could have a contact form at the bottom and then my social over here. Let's pick something simple. Let's just go with this one. This is called Centered Logo 02. So I pick that, it makes the change, and there it is. Now I'm going to say choose and select, choose and continue, and it's going to take me to my home page selection. Now, if I've already built a home page on this website, I can use that if I've built it with Thrive Architect. If I built it with another theme builder, it's not going to translate to Thrive themes. So I probably don't want to use that. I can choose from a templated Thrive theme homepage, or if, as I said, I had built a homepage with Thrive Architect, I could use that as well. But since this is a fresh web site and I don't have any content on it at all, I haven't built a homepage yet, I'm going to show you the power of using a Thrive Themes homepage template. So let's go ahead and choose from ready-made homepages. We click that, and it's going to show us it's going to pick a default homepage template, which is pretty awesome. And I'm going to change and edit all this information in here. But look at this layout. It's got this hero image at the top with a hero image message and a tagline availability with a call to action button. Scrolling down, we have another tagline or another heading here, Why Work With Us. This is the Why Work With Us section for what you do to define your service or your products, your business a little more. You've got icons here with 3 categories. They could click buttons and go to a deeper dive into each of those categories. These are just excerpts, perhaps, to pages, other pages on your website that would lead to those other pages. Down a little further, we have another title and another section and another call to action to learn more about that. We have a discover how we make a difference with your company. Here is some social proof, some testimonial section. And again, all of this is editable. Down below that, case studies. This is where you could collect your leads, and you could connect this to your email marketing platform to build your email list out, and then the footer at the bottom. So that's just one template. Let me show you a few others. This template is called Homepage Service Business Focused. So if you have a service, a business that provides a service, this might be the perfect homepage for you. But let's look at a few others. We pull this down, we see we've got the one that's already active. We also have homepage local business focused, homepage content focused. That would be for people that create content, like maybe a blog writer or a book writer or a YouTube influencer, somebody that creates YouTube videos or any of those things. That's content focused. Here's a homepage for a local business focus. Here's a second version of a local business homepage. Scroll down, we see one more. This is personal branding. So if you want to brand yourself, if that's your business is yourself, maybe you're a coach of some kind, a life coach, or some kind of fitness coach, or a diet coach, whatever your personal brand is, this might be a perfect homepage for you. Let's see what happens if I click on it. It installs that new homepage, and my whole homepage looks different now, but it's still beautifully designed. See, this is, if I don't have any design experience, this is so helpful for me. All right, so let's go ahead and say we want that as our homepage, and we're going to later edit it and edit the content of it. Then we're going to click choose and continue. And that's going to take us to our single blog post. So if we have a blog, if we intend to have a blog, we're going to want a template for our single blogs, for each blog post. How is that going to be laid out? That's what a single blog post means. And if you're not sure what the difference is between a blog post list and a blog post page, then you can look at my other video on blog post versus blog page, which I will link to in the description of this video down below, and you'll get to see what the difference is. I'm not going to go into that right here. This is just selecting a single blog post template. So I look at this, and this would be my blog post content. Then there would be an author box section. There would be a section for comments underneath that. There would be a section to subscribe to my email list. Below that would be the footer. So, and the feature image is this big feature at the top. The title of the blog post would be here, the date, the category, and how many comments it has. Over here, we have some social sharing buttons. So all this is part of the template that I will be able to change later. But let's say I don't want this template for my single blog post. Well, again, I go up here, I pull it down, and I see we've got all these different options for single blog post. I could have the feature at the top, featured image at the top with the title right below it. I could have the featured image at the top with the title embedded in it, similar to what we have already, but this one would have a sidebar included. This one would not have a sidebar, but would have uh, other suggested blog posts below it. This one has the featured image really big with a video embedded. So if you do video blogs or vlogs, then this might be a great choice to choose for your default blog posts. And again, you can scroll through all these. I don't want to take too much time, but you see there's a whole bunch of them. So I'm just going to keep the one we have and choose that and continue. The next choice is the blog post list. Now, this is your blog page, which you may be familiar with if you read and consume a lot of blogs on the internet. You know that there is a blog index page which gives excerpts of all your blog posts, so you can scan down through them quickly and see what they are. Now, I don't have any content on this website, so we don't really see what that looks like. I just have one demo content blog page, and so that shows up as an excerpt. But you can see that I have a large banner image at the top that says blog or whatever I want to name it. I can edit that later. And I have the feature image of my first blog, the title, the excerpt, a read more button, and then what's called pagination. If I have a lot of blog posts, I'll be able to page through them. But I will always see the most recent blog post at the top of this page. So let's pull that down and get an idea of what, now you can see some dummy content here, some kind of fake content for what these blog page index look like. This one over here doesn't have the featured images. It just has the title, an excerpt, and a read more button with a sidebar on the right. This one has a call to action at the top with an opportunity to subscribe to your email list, and then featured images in a grid format for each of your blog posts, which they would click on and it would take them into the single blog post page. This is a little more vertical, larger images, and kind of a two-column layout. Large image with a title, an excerpt, and a read more button here. So let's say we like that one. And again, you can explore these and see what they all do and what they all look like with just a click of a button. So I'm going to click on that, and it's going to replace that. And now I have that format for my blog post index page. And I'm going to take that and say, yes, I'm going to choose that. Now it's going to jump to my default page view. And this is, if you've seen my video about the difference between a WordPress post and a WordPress page, then this is what you would use for your default pages, like your Contact Us page, your About Us page, your Meet the Team page or your staff page, your catalog of your services page or your gallery of products page, or any other pages you have on your website that aren't blog posts related. That would be what this is. And we can pull down our drop-down menu and we can see several options for default page templates. So let's say we've got one here that's really basic, just basically a blank page. We've got one that has a title banner at the top, which would have an image that you could swap out, and it has the title of the page here. It has a right sidebar. And again, all these things are going to be editable later on, which you'll see. So let's say we're going to go with, let's take this page over here, which has an image at the top with the title of the page and suggested blog posts at the bottom. So let's say I like that. I take that, it changes it out. There it is. You see all this content here. This is called lorem ipsum or dummy text because I don't have any content on the page. In order for me to get a feel for what the page would look like with content in it, they've added this dummy text, which is really helpful. All right, so I'm going to select that, choose and continue. Click the button. That drops me down to the next choice, which is menu. You'll notice that there are two more selections here, which Thrive hasn't added yet, but is coming in a future update to the Thrive theme builder, and that is pages and blog posts, content. So they're going to be actually adding content to your page, but they don't have that yet. That's coming soon. So we jump down to the menu, and this is where you can actually attach a menu to your header area. You remember we had that just nav1, nav2, nav3. Well, if you've already built several pages on your website and you have a menu defined in WordPress, then you can actually attach it. But I haven't created a menu, but there is a default menu here. If I click on it, I'll choose that. I don't know really what that menu is going to be because I don't have a menu. Now that I've done that, the wizard setup is now complete. And I can preview what my site looks like, although there's not much content in it, or I can learn what to do next. And if we click preview, it will open up a new tab and it will show me what my site will look like. It's got this picture here, which is just a default WordPress picture. And then this is what my homepage looks like right now, because it's just my one singular blog post, because I don't have a menu, I don't have anything there. So let's go back to our WordPress wizard and say, learn what to do next. What is the next thing I should do after this? So we click that.
We've just finished the wizard setup of your Thrive theme builder.
And I'm going to pause that video, but this is one of the CEOs of Thrive Themes. This is Shane Malach, and this is a video of him telling you and stepping you through what you do next. It's very helpful. My next video will walk you through these other tabs. We just finished the first tab, which is the site wizard. Next, I'm going to do branding and typography and get into editing the templates we've chosen for our website. So hopefully now you have a clearer view of what the Thrive Theme Builder Startup Wizard does. It's going to help you get your website up and running and configured as quickly as possible. Doesn't mean that you can't now go in and edit content. You can still edit the theme itself through Theme Builder. And remember, if you're not sure of the differences between Thrive Theme Builder and Thrive Architect, remember Theme Builder is what you use to edit and make changes to the overall theme of your website, or the wrapper or the frame, whereas Thrive Architect is the content editor, which is responsible for editing the content of a page. If you're not clear on Thrive Theme Builder versus Thrive Architect, go back and watch my video on the differences between Thrive Theme Builder and Thrive Architect. Hopefully this video helped you get a clearer view on what the Thrive Theme Builder Startup Wizard is all about, and Thrive Theme Builder in general. If this video was helpful, please consider giving it a thumbs up, because that helps other people find this video who can be helped by it. In fact, if you know people who could use this information, consider sharing this video with them. If you haven't already subscribed, consider subscribing. And if you hit the little bell icon below this video, you will be notified whenever I publish new videos in the future. So until next time, this is Jeffrey with Maxite Web Solutions, wishing you great success in all your online business pursuits. Onward and upward.